Igbos are overcrowded in Lagos because federal government has refused to develop their seaports and airports. Malcolm fires back at Tinubu. Yes, a few days ago, Tinubu came out to say that Igbos are overcrowded in Lagos because Peter Obi had refused to develop or failed to develop Anambra State and Igbo land for them. All right, as if this self-acclaimed developer of Lagos is actually true. Tinubu has been saying that he developed Lagos, all right, claiming all the benefits that Lagos has enjoyed from the presence of federal government over time, all right, also claiming the benefits of the work that the current and previous governors of Lagos State, including late what is his name, the former governor of Lagos State between 1979 and 1983. All right, Jakonde, Latif Jakonde. All right, so Tinubu now has claimed everybody's glory in Lagos that he developed Lagos. And the only reason Igbos have overcrowded Lagos is because Peter Obi and Igbos have failed to develop Igbo land for themselves. Now, the renowned lawyer from Delta State, Malcolm Omirobo, has come out to tell him that the only reason Igbos are in Lagos is because federal government have failed to develop the seaport and airport that are present in the southeast and south-south. And that is true. That is true. Let's see what Omirobo has to say more. For those who don't know, Omirobo is that lawyer that dressed like native doctor to court. The guy is very, very honest what he's saying. And we all know what led to his choice of regalia when he goes to court to work as a lawyer. All right. A popular lawyer, Malcolm Omirobo, has reacted to the claims which the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Tinubu, made towards Peter Obi that the former governor of Anambra was responsible for the migration of Igbo people to Lagos due to the fact that he did not develop the state he once ruled. However, the lawyer who took to his verified social media handle noted that the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi is not to be blamed for the huge number of Igbo people present in Lagos. He said the federal government's refusal in developing the region's seaport and airports has largely contributed to the influx of Igbo people in the second most populated state in the country. Malcolm Omirobo, who was of the opinion that it has nothing to do with Peter Obi during his tenure as the governor of Anambra, pointed out that the federal government are to be blamed for such negligence. That is true. Right? That is extremely very true. The only reason Igbos are in Lagos is because they're using the seaport and the airport to import their goods or export their goods. The day Igbo people will have a befitting international cargo airport and a seaport, Lagos will be dry. That day, all these things the Tinubu is saying that Lagos is generating heavy revenue, develop Lagos, he will see that Igbos are also responsible or partly responsible for the huge internal revenue or IGR of Lagos State. That is the truth. In its words, Igbos overcrowding Lagos because federal government deliberately refused to develop their seaport and airport. It has nothing to do with Obi refusal to develop Anambra. That is very good, right? One will not be wrong to say that Lagos State is largely known to accommodate many Nigerians from all walks of life, causing an increase in its population. What's your opinion about? Okay, so that is the thing, right? So this is to say that the only reason Igbos and other people from other states in this country are in Lagos is because federal government has centered all its effort in developing only Lagos. And it's because of the Yoruba Hausa politics, neglecting the Igbo land. Southeast and South-South is not enjoying any benefit. And that is terribly very bad from federal government. We have seaport at Kuku in Delta State. We have seaport at Warri in Delta State. We have seaport at Port Harcourt in River State. We have seaport at Cross Rivers, Calabar. Federal government refused to develop those seaports. And then they are complaining of too many traffic and trucks along Apapa Now they are starting Lagos own state seaport, and now trucks are also filling that road now at Eleko, and nothing. All right. So, of all the seaports in Nigeria, why is it that Lagos is the only one that is busy? Of all the major the international airport, Lagos is most busy because that is the only route that Nigerians are using to legitimately import and export their goods and commodities in Nigeria and out of Nigeria. That is terrible. All right. And now Tinubu is coming out to say he goes about guarding Lagos because Peter Obi failed to develop. Is it Peter Obi's responsibility to develop Anambra alone in 4 years or 8 years of administration and develop the whole of Southeast and South? So federal government is responsible, and that is what Malcolm Omirobo, the renowned lawyer, is saying here. So Tinubu was not supposed to make that statement as a campaign point. It's not a campaign point, it's a minus. Right? It's a big minus. It's a very big minus. And it's quite unfortunate because even Tinubu himself, what has he actually done in Lagos? Is he not just to claim other people's glory, including the glory of federal government's presence in Lagos? That is what he's busy doing. That is the truth. All right? How much of his money has he spent in Lagos? Or is he not just collecting from Lagos? Quite unfortunate. All right? So somebody is saying here that the people like to beat about the bush. The main reason federal government is afraid of investing in the East is due insecurity and kidnapping in the zone. Bros, it was a bad experience. Can you imagine? So when did this security start? Yeah? When did this security start in the Southeast? So since 1960 or since 1976, all right, or since 1983. What are you saying? All right, and what is insecurity in the nation that the nation cannot combat? What is federal government excuse for not being able to put insecurity and security insurgency to rest in Nigeria for years? You are blaming Igbos for that. This man doesn't know what he's saying. Somebody is saying here, when did insecurity start in the Southeast? If not of the chaos Buhari created in 2017 by attacking peaceful IPOB members? Whether you accept it or not, what he is saying is nothing but truth. Nigerian government is holding the South hostage just because of the civil war. We all know it. You see? APC regime brought insecurity to East through Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, the Supreme Court governor. That is true. That is very true. All right? You and your PDP are responsible for insecurity and sabotage in Southeast. So shut up. APC had even done them, all right? Had even done, then PDP did for you in 16 years of their looting. Example of APC built second Niger bridge. Some of us, the Igbo, are the cause of our problems with ingratitude in our mind. What is this one saying? What is this one saying? He's beating around the bush. He talk of APC, he talk of Southeast. So is he trying to combine two statements to one? I will jump this one past. All right, it's a lie, guy. I once lived in Abia 29. Aba precisely, that place is a hell on earth. Ask anybody if you want if what I'm saying isn't true. So where is APC then? Stop living in denial. So the issue is that what is insecurity that the federal government cannot combat? Right? What is insecurity that the government cannot combat? We all know that the amount of insecurity we have today actually came from Buhari and APC importing ISWAP and Boko Haram from neighboring West African Islamic countries to take over Nigeria because they claim that Nigeria is their own. Somebody said, thanks for Malcolm Omirobo for putting Tinubu into his shoes. Tinubu thinks he can destroy the political confidence Peter Obi is enjoying across ethnic groups. Igbo and other tribes have been living in Lagos even before Tinubu was born in Osun State. Lagos is Nigerian economic capital. As such, it must have more different cultural tribes than other cities. But Tinubu, in his usual gutter politics, wanted to score cheap politics. Yes, cheap political points. Tinubu must understand that Nigerians have rejected him because he foisted Buhari on us. He forced Buhari on us. And he is the father of corruption and godfatherism in Nigeria. You understand? So it's quite unfortunate that Tinubu made that statement and now he has gotten a response from Malcolm Omirobo, the renowned lawyer, the man that dressed like a doctor before going to court, because the same government here approved that Amajiri and hijab must be worn in government parastatals and in schools, which is not supposed to be, and people can wear Amajiri and hijab to work, which is very bad. That was why he wore that attire, the Tinubu attire, to court, to also tell them that everybody has freedom of dressing, all right, by enshrined in the constitution. And they tried to attack him, but they couldn't get him down, and he's still soaring on it. It's quite unfortunate that this government brought so many things, so many bad things on the citizens of Nigeria. God will judge them. So thank you for listening. This is what Malcolm Omirobo's response to Tinubu's claim that Peter Obi is the reason Igbos are crowding Lagos.